Hello and welcome to Week 12's Jing for CAS 210, Data Structures and Elementary Algorithms. Jason here. And this week we're going to take a look further into recursion and how we can use that to take this very large set of data here and kind of return basically smaller chunks of the data. As we can see here, we don't know much about it other than it looks like a bunch of integers and it's long, so we kind of want to get some tools here to try and cut it up a little bit. So I've got my class here that has my tools, my file and dictionary tools. That's either going to convert my file to a dictionary or a list that's going to be, we're going to be able to do some more operations on. So I've got my tools. And then the meat and potatoes here is the splice class that's basically going to chunk away at the list and make it more into much more manageable pieces. So for that we got a function that's going to splice the list into minimum values. Instead of evaluating the integers based on the length or something like that, I used based on the average value or the median value, we're going to cut the list and return the values that are less than that average or greater than. So we have the function for working with the minimum and then splicing it and getting the larger numbers. And then we have a function here that's actually going to build the buckets, and that's going to be based on the lists as they're broken down. And this will break it down further and further, and each time we're going to, it's going to help make it a lot more ordered towards the end. So yeah, basically we have that recursive function that's going to return the values that we're looking for based on our list that we're going to be working with. And then lastly here we've got a file write function that's going to write our data into files so that we can kind of check it out and see what's going on. So for here, the main function here, we've got our tools imported that we need. We've got our initial list in that's going to take the raw data and put it to the list. And then we're going to start here by breaking up the list into the minimum and the maximums. And then we'll actually build our bucket. So bucket 1's going to be more like the raw list. Bucket 2 is going to have the first cut of minimum values. Bucket 3 is going to have the first cut of max values. And then our bucket 4 is essentially going to be another cut of minimum values. And bucket 5 will be another cut of our max values. So if we run this, let's take a look and see what we get. So here you can see we have our bucket 1. And that looks more like our raw data. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is our first cut of our minimum values. So you can see fairly smaller numbers. This one here has the max cut of, the first cut of the max values. Then 3 looks like a minimum. Bucket 4 looks like a cut of the higher values. And again, 5 is smaller values. So we can see as we go down here, we're seeing some more continuity between the numbers. It's looking a lot more ordered. And what can be done with this as well is it can be linked together into a big collection again, but it can be put together with these more ordered looking collections. So that's what I have for this week. I'd like to thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.